Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank People today on World of Warships console. That's right, and we're covering the newest Tier 2 premium destroyer for the Japanese, the Imperial Japanese Navy. And this thing is looking pretty, well, I mean, this is going to be the first time I'm going to be doing a ship review on this thing. And it's going to be the first time I'm actually going to play a battle with this thing as well. So, yeah. Able to get this thing, you did have to complete a mission, which is a personal mission. Which can I access? That personal mission right here. It's a pretty easy one. Earn 7,000 XP, and then also come third or second, first of your team with XP received, around 3 times. Yeah. Top of 3 in your team by XP 3 times. Yes, that's the way to get the ship. A real easy mission. It's free if you have PS Plus, and I think if you have Xbox Game Pass or Xbox Gold or something like that, you could actually get the ship for free as well. Yes, you do have to grind for it a little bit, but it's a pretty easy grind to get your hands on. There is one ship, sadly, I'm probably not going to be able to get my hands on, is this Tier 3 British Premium Battleship, which, trust me, I do want to get my hands on. But I missed way too many days, as you see here. I missed 5 days of it. And yeah, that's cost me 250 gold per day. So I'm just not gonna worry about that. I'm sorry for that, guys, for that little bit of information about that ship. But we got this ship. We'll see how she is with her stats, and take her out to a battle and see what she can perform as well. And let's get right into the stats. First of all, I put Preparation Mod 1. Risk of engine being incapacitated is 20%. Engine repair time is 20%, which is pretty good for destroyers if you ask me. The ship gets HE, AP, and torpedoes. It gets a damage control parry, consumable duration 5 seconds. Reload time is 40 seconds. It gets unlimited of these. It also gets a smoke screen generator. Consumable duration 20 seconds. Smoke screen dispersion time 65 seconds. Reload time is 240 seconds, and you get only 2 of these. Then you get a engine boost, which max speed is 8% more. Consumable duration 120 seconds. Reload time is 180 seconds. And of these, you get only 2 of them. The survivability of the ship is only 7,000 hit points. Yeah, don't think that's gonna... Actually, is that the... I'm not sure if that's very good for the Tier 2 destroyer. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, it does have bad hit points, probably. But what about the artillery? Well, it gets a 76mm 41 set ST year type guns. And it only gets 5 of these guns. So basically 5 guns. Well, this might not even be a gunboat. The firing range is 7.9 kilometers, reload time is 5.3 kilometers, and turning time is 16.4 seconds. Max XG shell damage is 1,300, firing setting chance is 6%, and max AP shell damage is 1,000. I actually would prefer the HE on the ship, even though probably the reload is not the best, but it's still rather deal with HE than nothing. Torpedoes, you get 457mm doubled of these. You get 2 of them, so I'm going to show you what it means as to... Usually what it means as to you get 2 launchers, that's it. It doesn't count of the tubes you get, so that's something that you need to keep in mind. Every time I show you guys with these torpedoes, to keep in mind that it's only meaning your launchers, not the tubes, just the launchers. The reload time is 21.3 seconds. Turning time is 7.2 seconds. Max damage is 6,195. Torpedo detection range by sea is 0.7 kilometers. Torpedo range is 5.2 kilometers, and torpedo speed is 45 knots. That's actually pretty good, especially if you want to just use your torpedoes and stuff. At least they're not the new tube torpedoes, or torpedoes basically can get you killed by getting in pretty much suicidal ranges and stuff. Max speed is 30 knots. Turning circle radius is 450 meters. Rudder shift time is 1.9 seconds. Then your detectability range is 4.9 kilometers by hang on, let's see, how long far. Okay, so these torpedoes does have a little bit more better distance range than your detectability, which is really good. I had to make sure I keep a eye on that. So, but the detectability range by sea is 4.9 kilometers. When firing your guns is 7.9 kilometers, and when the ship is on fire is 6.9 kilometers. Detectability by air is 2.6 kilometers. When after firing your guns is 4.1 kilometers, and when the ship is firing on fire is 5.6 kilometers. Grounded detectability range is 2 kilometers, and when ship is firing in smoke is 2 kilometers. So 2 kilometers for both. Oh, but the armor, I mean, it's a destroyer, so yeah, the armor is to be honest. But the bottom is 6, the fore plating is 6, the fore deck is 6, the fore and aftward ship is 6, the bottom is 6, the aft end plates are 6, and aft end deck is also 6. The side plates are 6, the top side plates are 6, the gun sides are 6, which, as you can see, they're ain't very much worried to protect the guns. The athwart ship is 6, the armor belt is 6, deck is 6, the athwart ship is 6, and that's basically it of the armor of the ship. But the guns, as you can see, there's one gun in the forward of the ship, one on this side, one at the rear of the ship, and one at this side as well. So basically, one gun on port and one gun on starboard side, which you get a forward gun and a rear gun. Torpedoes, as you can see, there's the one launcher, which you get two torpedoes tubes in there, and then there's the other launcher back here, which meaning you can only fire 4 torpedoes in the water at both port or starboard side, whatever side you're trying to launch torpedoes at. So that's something that you do need to keep a reminder there, guys. Sorry for that. But as long as you got these torpedoes, they're Japanese torpedoes, they're going to hit hard, and they're going to pretty hard badly. But, oh yeah, I do want to talk about the captain I have on here. His main perk is Hull Crusher. Torpedo damage is 1%, so basically 1% more. Then I have Submersible Veteran. Torpedo speed is 1 knot faster. Torpedo launcher reload time is 3%, and destroyer main battery reload time is 5%. Always gonna need that. Look at me now. Sea detection range is 2%, and torpedo range is 4%, and destroyer main battery range is 7%. Then it's smoke on the water. Smoke screen dispersion time 2%, smoke screen deployment time is 2%. And if I would get a legendary perk, what would it be? Well, I mean, I would kind of pick give me speed, engine boost cooldown time 5%, and then the engine boost duration 5%, and engine boost charge is 1. You get 1 extra, so that's actually really good right there. Then max destroyer speed is 10%. If you don't want to use speed, this one will probably do for you for the engine repair time and your cooldown of your consumables and stuff. But that's probably going to be it for the review of the ship in the port, guys. We'll stick her out. We'll see what she could do, and I'll see you guys there. So we're back, guys, on Ring, the map called Ring. So yeah, this is, well, we're definitely bottom tiered, and this is my very first match. Though, what do I think about this ship? Well, I mean, it's not the best of being tier 2. The Guns, they do reload pretty quickly. I mean, they do have a pretty much a decent reload towards basically. Oh yeah, I think the tier 2 Japanese tech tree ship, I don't even remember the reload of that thing, but the tech tree version of the Japanese destroyers. But the torpedoes are pretty decent. Doing that good damage really puts you on the board. But you gotta make sure you don't get into detecting range, because your detecting range is 4 point. I forget what it is now, but it is, if you seen the preview, well, I mean the review of the ship in the port, then you would know about the idea of the detecting range, and the torpedoes range as well as 5.1 or something like that. So yeah, but we do see the enemy battleships. A Wyoming class, maybe 2 Wyoming, maybe 3 are over there. I can see there's 2 of them. I don't know what's that other ship right behind him. That guy right there. Get my torpedoes out, seeing how far they are. Of course they're going to be pretty far. This is just the beginning of the match. There's a St. Louis right there. Pretty slow ship, but very deadly towards destroyers. I mean, it doesn't matter what tier you are. That ship is going to rip you apart. It looks like my team is firing at those battleships over there, so that's pretty good. I'm starting slowing down so I can get to the capture point. I'm seeing if anybody's in range for my torpedoes, because I don't want to start shooting, and anyways, they're not in range for my guns. My guns aren't the best at range. So yeah, that's going to be something you're going to want to know about. And this Kuma class cruiser is coming in range for my torpedoes, so I launched both sets, all 4 torpedoes, and I start smoking up right here, so that way I can start getting, well, yeah, start shooting at this guy, the Kuma class cruiser, and I get all my guns actually, well, all but 1 gun I should say, not all my guns, yeah, to be shooting at this guy. First 3 servos completely miss. This servo, it does hit, and I think he sees the smoke and realizes there might be torpedoes in the water. So he is turning, but I'm hoping at least maybe 1 torpedo will get this guy. Is it going to get him? Nope. So he starts launching his torpedoes. I see that. And to be completely honest, I want to keep him moving. I do shoot 1 more shot at him and get a little bit of damage, up to 2,574 damage. And at this point, I actually was thinking, oh boy, I ain't going to have a good game in my first game of this ship. So, yeah, and here comes a Wyoming class battleship. I don't know what this guy's doing, but he basically saved me. Just really saved me. Basically say he was a hero. He took those torpedoes like a boss, which basically took him on very low hit points. He is on fire, he's probably flooding. I do get my torpedo to one of them launchers knocked out, rolling with a gun. I do start going forward. And oh, my battleship friend just got killed. And well, he did look like he said that Kuma class cruiser, which is actually pretty excellent. Because if you're going to watch this guy, I think, no, I didn't catch a fire on this guy. So, but here comes the St. Louis, and he launched torpedoes. I did ask my team to focus fire on the St. Louis because I know that thing's dangerous. Try and get the out of detection range, which I do, which is good. At 4.7 kilometers, and this guy's very low in hit points. I was like, ooh, a kill. So we fire our servo at this guy and killed him. Got detected, but hoping not to get any more detected. So I start shooting at this guy, hopefully get a fire done. Aiming my first set of torpedoes at this guy. There we go. We got some torpedoes away. We are definitely shooting with a gun, making sure we can catch a fire, see if he uses his damage control party. He does get hit by the aircraft carrier. That's good. We're getting some good hits on this guy. Come on, can some of our torpedoes actually hit? And the torpedoes actually reload a lot more quicker than I expected them to. So that's really good. But can we get any torpedo hits? Any torpedoes, please? Yes, 1 torpedo hit, that's good. But I'm still shooting. Is he going to use his damage control part for the flood? I don't think he is. I think he did. Yep, he did. But it looks like he might be on fire. I do launch more torpedoes. He hits me, catches me on fire, knocks out, I think, my steering. And this guy is being harassed by the aircraft carrier, being harassed by me, and I keep on shooting him, hoping to catch him on fire. Oh wait, maybe my flood is still there. It's just a slow, active flooding. But we get one torpedo into him and knocks him out. Okay, so the St. Louis is gone. We're up to 10,000 damage already. And we only have 2,519 hit points. Yeah, that's not great. When there's at least one more destroyer on the enemy team. And I think it's the American destroyer. I think it's a Crimson or the Wix. One of the two. I don't really remember which one was it. I'm looking around, seeing where my teammates is. Right, there's that Wyoming, but I'm looking because it looks like his stacks are steaming, but that could be because his engines are knocked out. That means we've been having an AFK battleship this whole game. Wow, okay. I didn't know that until, like, when I was looking at the guy in the battle. I was thinking, first off, I thought it wasn't going to be a good game because I beached myself. But somehow, miraculously, I got out of that situation. And now I was thinking, oh great, a AFK battleship. He's top tiered as well. So it was really getting underneath me, thinking this was definitely not going to be a good game for that. I was thinking maybe this is just going to be something that we're just going to show on YouTube and stuff. I mean, I don't know why he's AFK. He could have maybe had to do something before he started the battle up. I don't know. But there's a thing I must say. If you're willing to do something, do it before you do a battle. Don't click the battle button and then hopefully get into the battle and then you have to go do something. I know sometimes that doesn't work that way, but you know, at least try to think about your teammates and stuff. But we are seeing in Wyoming. I do ask my aircraft carrier friend to put some dive bombers on this guy. He does have some dive bombers in the sky, as you can see. But he's out of range for my guns. He's out of range for torpedoes. But I'm coming for capture point C. And we don't have many ships left. We only have 2 caps. They do have 2 caps. We got 3 battleships. One's AFK, I think, still. I'm not sure if he does anything else in this game. But is Wyoming right here starting to get in range for my guns? And I'm starting to think of actually shooting the guy. So for that guy doesn't need a drink. So I don't want to shoot yet because I really don't want to give away my position. But I have one more smoke left. And I am going to have, I think, one more engine boost as well. So that's going to be something big. We launched torpedoes. I wasn't expecting nothing out of these torpedoes. Why not? Well, because he's way out of range. So we popped smoke, our last smoke, and start shooting the guy. Well, hoping for a miracle. 2 shatters. 3 shatters actually. 2 more shatters. HE is definitely not doing pretty well, is it? So I start speeding up because we're almost captured this point. Not doing much damage to that Wyoming. My torpedoes ain't going to hit, but we do get a capture. And there is the USS Wix, a American destroyer, which, to be honest, he could really outdo me. But if I can get the first shot on him, I could actually outdo him in some of a way. If I could maneuver and actually hit him as well with all my batteries. But he goes undetected. I do spot something. I was like, what is this? As I looked over, sorry for that. It's the carrier. Ooh, sweet juicy carrier. You don't really see these too often. It's the American USS Langley class carrier. He's, well, he does launch his aircraft. He's been in action this whole game, even though he's just sitting there right now. But reason why I have my torpedoes out is to see how far he is. I don't want to get into detecting. Oh my goodness, the detective. I can't even say it. Oh boy, detection range from him, because I know it's 4 kilometers away. That is my detection range. But if I can get to like 5.1 kilometers, I can start launching torpedoes. So meaning I could probably hit him with some of my torpedoes, and because of how fast my torpedoes reload, yeah, I think the guy knows he's detected too, so he's probably really now picking up speed. And as you can see, I'm watching my torpedo indicator to tell me how far he's at, and that's when I start turning this way to launch all 4 of my torpedoes, and I do get detected because of his aircraft. So I just start shooting. And there's no sense of me start trying to hide from a ship that basically already spots me with his aircraft. So I'm start shooting my third staff. As you see, these guns reload pretty quickly though. I mean, to be honest, these guns aren't bad, but we do get fire. But because his damage control party automatically puts it out, so he doesn't keep a fire for long, which is a bad mistake. If these torpedoes hit, they looked good, but no, they're not good. So I decide, let's launch some torpedoes forward, like this. I want to stay out of his secondary battery range by staying in the front of his ship, at the nose of the ship. That means his secondaries can't really hit me as good, and because they're on his side, yeah. I get one torpedo hit, okay. Up to 20,000 damage, my torpedoes are already back up. Aim forward of him again. Launch my 4 torpedoes again. His dive bombers are just coming for me. This guy is really burning, well, probably flooding now, definitely because of the flood. As you see, his secondaries are trying to shoot me forwardly, but they're not doing much. We get 1 torpedo hit. My torpedoes are about to reload again. We launch them again. And oh, I'm on the side. This could be bad. They knock out my steering, but we kill him with 4 torpedo hits, 3 floods, and now we're up to 44,427 damage in this game. But sadly, because of that one little hit, cost me some of my hit points to 737. I gotta say, this is actually a pretty decent ship. Not just because of the torpedoes are just excellent with the damage, the reload, and everything about them, but also the guns are pretty decent too for being a low-tier Japanese destroyer. Low-tier Japanese destroyers don't really have great guns. They're like reload usually ain't that great, and to be completely honest, this thing's reload for its main batteries are just pretty decent. Is this a really good ship? Well, you guys can decide that on your own. I'm just here to make these videos to show you the stats of the ship, maybe a little bit of gameplay with them too, or a tank and stuff. But I think this ship is pretty decent to have if you want to have a tier 2 premium ship that you can grind. And if you can have good games in it, definitely pick this thing up. It's worth the freeness. It's a free ship you could get for one. Never pass up on a free vehicle and any of these type of wargaming type of games or any free-to-play games at all. When these games give you something for free, go for it. But it's just me and a carrier, and to be completely honest, I don't think we're going to win this game. I got nearly 3 kills, up to 44,427 damage. And that's a good bit of damage for tier 2 ship. Even being bottom tiered, and only 737 hit points left. Yeah, that's not bad. Even if this was a pretty much a victory, this would be a really top alignment of a game. And because it's a premium ship, it's going to be a good bit of credits and all of that. And the timer is going down pretty rapidly. They are definitely hit the points. There's no way of me taking out the wicks now, if I want to, even if I do spot him right at this point and try to get the first shots out, all he has to do is probably hit me like one time, and then I'm dead with HE. But that's not gonna happen. The timer is almost out. We are definitely going to lose this battle. I start firing. There's no sense of me keeping my guns stored because I was staying in the game. But I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. If you did, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.